Hello, and welcome to the Legal Environment of Business. I'm your Professor John Harvey, and here we are in week 3. Man, we are just churning along, guys. Congratulations on getting through this. Now, I know we've had some issues initially with some people getting dropped from the class just from attendance and things like that, but here we are in week 3. All that's behind us, so if you're in this class, you're in this class, and let's get this thing rolling, right? All right, this week you have chapters 4 and 5 to work on, so make sure and get those knocked out. Now, one of the things I want to talk about in, I think it's chapter 4, is this concept of alternative dispute resolution. So ADR is kind of the abbreviation for that. And part of this comes out because in our Constitution, in our Bill of Rights, not the Bill of Rights, but in one of the amendments, we have this right to a speedy trial. Well, our court systems have not been able to keep up with that. So we have people that wait years in order to get their trial, right? And it can take months to get things just set up and scheduled and all of that. So as a result, the legal system or people came up with these ideas that, maybe we could take this to a third party. It's not you, it's not me, it's not, my lawyer and your lawyer. Let's you and I go to some third party and have them help us out and maybe, see it and make a determination, right? So you'll find that there's a lot of companies and a lot of activity that starts with ADR, okay? The idea is to not have to go to court, to settle this thing faster and by, some unbiased person. Now, that's the idea behind it. In reality, you might have a different opinion of ADR, right? So there's a really interesting documentary called Hot Coffee. I think it's on Netflix. It should be on YouTube. You can look it up. But Hot Coffee, this one covers the whole McDonald's. Lady sues McDonald's for, I don't know, something like $90 million or something like that for burning herself with her coffee. Okay, that's why it's called Hot Coffee. But it goes into this whole alternative dispute resolution. The documentary is a little bit one-sided. It is definitely leaning one way or another. But it's a good one for you to kind of look at and understand how this is actually getting played out. So the idea, the actual implementation, take it for what it's worth. But you're going to find in business that a lot of companies and a lot of things go to ADR first. The important thing to note is that while things might sound legally binding with ADR, I have yet to find that to be the case. It seems like a lot of these things get, even if you disagree with the decision that happens in ADR, you end up being able to appeal to a judge, and the judge may reject it, and that's possible, but judges often are willing to look at that situation. And so even if you feel like things are closed up, ADR really isn't the final decision. It still comes down to the court system, but the ADR process helps you get through it fast and helps get some decision going early on. So hopefully that helps you guys, puts a little bit of this into context for you guys. And with that, have a great week. All right.